Steven Spielberg's Holocaust film Schindler's List has already grabbed a number of top awards. With the Golden Globes and the Oscars on the horizon, it's being talked about the movie to beat. Greg Agnew met up with one of the film's real-life character.
Rebecca and Joseph Bow.
Helena Hirsch.
Adam Levy.
Oldek and Mila Pfefferberg.
They forgot about this particular part of the horrible war, the Second World War.
Leopold Page is one of the hundreds of Polish Jews who were saved by one German, Oskar Schindler, the subject of Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg's highly acclaimed and awarded film about the Holocaust.
SS contacts list lower drawer of my desk, which you handle as cash contributions to legitimate charities sent, of course, through each official's office.
Schindler was a businessman who used his influence and money to buy his Jewish slave laborers and ship them away from the death camps. Most Jews from the Krakow ghetto were slaughtered by the Nazis.
Obviously, Oskar Schindler was a great man. How come we hadn't heard about him before?
They like to forget the horrible period. So in the history lesson or sociology lesson, they're talking about fighting. All the time you see fighting, what happened in this part of the world. But they don't say about the tragedy, what happened with those civilians.
After losing most of his family, including his parents, sister, and brother-in-law in the Holocaust, Page moved to the U.S., where he owns a handbag company.
We designed this bag, about 30 years ago, and for 30 years we're selling more now than we're selling every time.
Page, whose Polish name is featured on the list in the film, says watching the movie is very difficult.
Every time they come to a certain moment, you understand, you start to cry again. You can help it.
Page plans to be in Poland for that nation's premiere of Schindler's List. That happens March 13th, the 51st anniversary of the beginning of the liquidation of the Krakow ghetto. From Los Angeles, I'm Greg Agnew for E! News Daily.
Jim Nabors says he needs a liver transplant because of the hepatitis B virus. The singer-actor best known as TV's Gomer Pyle says he contracted the virus several years ago in India. Nabors used a straight razor to shave after his electric razor broke. He says he cut himself badly and exposed himself to the virus, which can be contracted through blood. CBS says it's the ratings winner for 1993 after winning the last week of the year. The network had 3 of the top 5 shows. In 5th place was the Orange Bowl game. Murder, She Wrote took 4th. And 3rd was CBS's Sunday night movie Jane's House. CBS's news magazine 60 Minutes was 2nd. And the most watched TV show was ABC's comedy Home Improvement. The Oscar ceremony isn't until March, but the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has announced the winners of this year's scientific and technical awards. Among the recipients, Panavision for creating a lens that improves close-ups. The rest of the Oscar nominations will be announced next month. Nominees for the 36th Annual Grammy Awards will be announced Thursday morning in Los Angeles. E! will have live coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. If you missed Aerosmith's concert tour last year, you may get a second chance. After finishing their South American tour this month, the rock group will begin another round of U.S. dates. Aerosmith's first stop will be Orlando, Florida, February 1st. Still to come on E! News Daily, celebrities in their awkward years, and Cindy Crawford flexes her workout muscle. Stay with us. We'll be right back. The current issue of Allure magazine features celebrity photos, but not the usual run-of-the-mill glamour shots. The vintage shots include yearbook photos of Richard Gere, who was a gymnast, and Jerry Seinfeld, who graduated from the same school as Jessica Hahn. Julia Roberts, Shannon Doherty, and Sean Penn are also featured in photos.
Bring it up on the 10th one. Weights facing parallel and lift up.
Richard Gere isn't the only family member in the spotlight. His wife, model Cindy Crawford, hosts 2 of the best-selling exercise videos in the nation. According to Fitness magazine, her Shape Your Body workout is a top seller in Seattle.